do a simple introduction about myself. My name is Edan Kwan, and I am a creative technologist. And here's my URL website and GitHub, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So I'm trying to pull a bad joke. I work in the advertising industry. Like, we always do weird things, like they do like put a QR code behind the bus or something like that. We normally just try to make things nice, and this is in our nature. This is my handle of all those Twitter, GitHub, LinkedIn. My website is edankwan.com, and that's it. I also started a studio with my friend Mark Linden and other creative technologists called Cover, based in Bristol. We do some technology-driven design kind of work, something like installation and VR kind of thing. So today's goal is so try to deliver some message about what is creative coding and why using WebGL for creative coding. And the last one will be, what can you play with WebGL? So basically, I'll just flow you so many demos, experiments I did. And yeah, hope you will enjoy it. So, first one, what is creative coding? Anyone? All right, it's fine. I guess like creative coding can mean anything, like, because creative coding is like code creatively. So if you are in the SEO background or back-end background, you will have like different interpretation of creative coding. But what I'm going to talk about is mainly focusing on something visually interesting and beautiful kind of stuff on that. So I'm going to give you some example. So first of all, before I show you example, I'm going to talk about a bit about myself, my career path. I'm from Hong Kong, and I was a Flash developer back then in 2009 to 2010 roughly. And in Hong Kong, it's a very beautiful city, and get good food. But other than that, the people only focus on finance and estate kind of business, and they don't really care about multimedia. So luckily, I got a job offer in 2011 as a Flash developer in a creative agency in New York. It's cool, like New York is like, multimedia, that kind of thing, like advertising, which is what I want to do. But the problem is of the American working visa is like, it is weird. I got a job offer in February, and they applied the visa application in April. By the time I can go to America to work, it will be in October. So by the time I got there, Flash is dead. It was important. I work as a Flash developer, but I've never done a single Flash project in the agency. I'm not sure if it's legal because I'm a developer. But luckily, I did. I started to learn HTML because it was a thing. So I did something for music can be fun, which is for a contest for Microsoft. They just started something called i9 at the time. They want to promote their browser, and then I joined the contest. And let me show you. The graphic is really bad. I know. It's really embarrassing. And you can't see anything, of course, here. Here. So basically, what's the name? And it's a music kind of game. You can play, you can collect points, and then at the end, get highest point. You can have put your name on the leaderboard and something like that. It's very simple, and it was my first HTML website, and it was poorly coded. Everything is using ID. You probably laughing at me. I remember the source code was like 30 JavaScript files in the HTML, but yeah, pretty bad. Oh, you can see it. It's hard to switch it. But I thought it's cool, you know, like HTML can do so many things, but in reality, when I was working there, the client's like, well, we want something support in IE7, we want some support in IE8. So all those canvas cool stuff, I couldn't use it. So I was like, quite, you know, depressed, like, you know, like I joined there, I want to do something cool, do some animation flying around, stuff like that. But I couldn't do it. There's no way for me to do it. So I remember one day I have a chat with my colleague. It's like, oh yeah, like I want to do some cool stuff, and then we just make a joke about something like, well, it's something 3D. You know, like 3D was, you know, back then in Flash, like we could do 3D, and in HTML at that time, WebGL wasn't quite there yet, and there's something called CSS 3D. So it was. It's like if you can make it good, make it 3D. It was like from the movie industry. So okay, let's make something 3D. But no, I want to take it a little bit further. Let's make anything 3D. So I created this simple page originally as a joke, and I got some people write an article about it. So basically, what it does is you can drag bookmarks. Oh, it's a bit weird. Right. Yeah. So you can turn any website into 3D. That's awesome, right? Make everything 3D. So, cool. Another example, right? Make it 3D. Yeah, it's totally impractical. Like it's totally some button you can't click it, but it's kind of like gimmickal. It's cool. It's fun. And this is like some example of you know creative coding. Then after that, I think I worked there for a while, and again I left go freelancing. At one point, there's a project came up. I need to do a 3D code. At that time, yeah, WebGL kind of getting there. So like I make a WebGL 3D code. That's cool, and I like it. But the problem is, oh, I forgot to tell you that the device support matrix, we need to support iPad. I was like, what? Why did you tell me that now? It's like, so I need to make it work on the iPad. But it didn't support WebGL yet. So so I make some weird things like this. I use CSS 3D to use a library called perspective transform. So basically, like sort of like corner point of the image, you can just like drag it. I'm going to show you. You can drag around like that. It's very simple. So I make something like this. Tile it, like I make the globe tile, wrap it 3D. So there's one thing I learned is like when the technology is not there, sometimes you just need to fake the hell out of it. Just get it done. Is get things done in is what we do in the advertising industry. Yeah, so it's like some visual trick. Oh, the North Pole, because we can't draw triangle transform. So, well, the North Pole and South Pole is white, so just put a white circle behind it. It works, it's fine. And it's totally interactive, and it worked at 24 frames per second or something on iPad third generation. It was fun experiment. So what's next? Okay, so next thing I want to talk about is why using WebGL for creative coding. I'm not sure if you're familiar with creative coding kind of stuff. There's so many popular libraries like Cinder, Home Framework, processing, V4, and Unity. They are very, very powerful. They can do tons of stuff, like like hook up with like different devices, everything. But there's one big problem with it, with all these libraries, is about the distribution. Like you make something interactive in real time, you want to share to your friends, share it out. But because all these libraries, they're using C++, C#, and you need to download the source code, compile it. Basically, no one will do it. They end up just like people just capture a video, post it online. So you make something interactive, real time, but you end up posting a video. So this is sort of like a problem. But with WebGL, because it's just because the browser did all the security thing for you, people just like click the link, go there. They don't need to worry about will they hack my will the source code somehow hack my PC or something. So that's the one good thing of using WebGL for creative coding. So I'm just briefly talk about like what kind of WebGL framework people use for creative coding. Free.js, my favorite one. I use it a lot. Basically everything. Another one is Play Canvas. It's a very good free WebGL framework as well. Something called P5, which is processing JavaScript version. And another one is Pixie. Is these two of them mainly focus on 2D kind of stuff. And Free.js and Play Canvas free kind of framework. So next, okay, what can you play with WebGL? So basically, I'm going to show you tons of stuff. The experiment I did. Okay. So the first one, actually a couple of them, I call it Graphical Web. Around last year, I wanted to learn something. I wanted to improve my skills in terms of graphical programming. So I took some time off from work and then did some experiment. And for some reason, I just keep doing particle-related kind of work. I'm going to show you it here. Okay. So, right. So it's a very simple page. Mostly when we do creative coding, we create different quality version because some people are using mobile, they probably use low version. If you are using a gaming laptop like I do, you can use a high quality version. Yes, you can use mobile to navigate this website, but it will drown your battery. If you're using Note 7, maybe not a good idea. So this is the page. Everything is real time running, particle floating around, and some motion blur. It looks pretty cool. So this is around 200,000 bytecode. I use some weird trick to do the motion blur. Basically, the motion blur is just an image like this, but yeah. So
is the motion blur, is that a texture that you just showed us?
Yes, there was a texture, but in this demo, because I used the high quality, I used some weird trick to do the motion blur. I draw a line for every single motion, and it's super expensive, but weird stuff, right? You shouldn't do it. It's just for demo, you just, whatever. The first one I did is called Touch. It used a device called Leapmotion. I bought the Leapmotion, I'm not sure if you can see it. So it's a little device that you can detect your hand and you can play with the particle. First of all, I gotta say, like my math and physics is really bad. I know there's so many professors here. It's probably all wrong, the physics. But in this demo, I use a technique called GPU. Basically, you use, let me show you something. It's easier that way. I'm not sure if you have seen this one before. So it's NVIDIA a while back showcase. Okay, normally when you use your CPU to run this stuff, it is something like this. you want to draw something, you need to draw one point, draw second point, draw third point, like that. It's very slow. But for the GPU, like, it renders things in a parallel, like a structure. So when you send the command to the GPU machine, it's going to draw. You guys see it? It's something like everything's like parallel, shooting on the screen. That was the trick. Like, I used the GPU to calculate math. So basically, it's just all the particles, just position, velocity, just x, y, z value. So I draw the color onto a texture, RGBA channel. You can start programming, which is good. And basically, it's good enough for you to render something very fast like this one. And but there are some, restrictions of using GPU. Is that because the particles themselves, they don't talk to each other. The second particle won't know the first particle's position in the same frame. So as you can see, that's only particle, but the particle is not like stacked because I don't have the information to calculate that. So and also I'm not good enough to do that. So this is my first demo. Yeah, you can have it. So after I finish, maybe I talk about a little bit technical. So how did I do the collision calculation? I use something called sine distance field. It's something like this. So like what you saw in this demo, the hand has nothing to do with the physics, the shape, the color of the shape. Is the calculation of the physics is something behind. It's just in the GPU calculate the hand like this. It's a shader point. So basically, in every frame, I send big chunk of data, that's why it's quite slow. Big chunk of data as uniform array, and then form a hand shape. Sine distance field is something like it's something like this. So basically, you put a point, position point in the 3D geometry, 3D world environment. It will give you the distance to the surface. So you can use that to calculate if the particle is actually hit inside the hand or not. Then you can do the delta, calculate the normal, and see how the particle bounces. Nice trick, yeah. So yeah, that's this one. And after that, I did another demo for constraint, which is I use lines instead of particles, but I still put in particles for some reason. It's just something that looks nice. I guess maybe a little bit related to your topic is like some data, nodes. You can present it in some different way. Because of the time constraint, I'm not going to talk too much about the details or how did I make it. And then after that, I made another one, of course still particles, called the spirit, which is something that looks like this. That's pretty cool. You can pause it anytime. And assuming, I use some weird technique called, a guy called Simon Senavita, invent some technique called new particle. So let me disable the motion so I can see it. So normally when you draw particle, you use points, which is a square, looks like this, really like it. And there are ways like you can draw a circle, but you can't really use semi-transparent. Using this trick, you draw one frame triangle like this, up like this, and then the other frame flip it. So you would get, your brain, the illusion of your brain will bring you something like sort of have a circle, solid circle in the center, and semi-transparent, sort of like have a gradient thing, which is a very good trick because like in GPU, it's very slow to blend the color, and if you want to do something like this, you probably need to solve the particle, which is super slow. Good trick. Yeah. And I'm going to show you one last one, this one. Okay. It's called icicle bubbles, which is another technique reinvent it. Like someone did it before, I just like do that. I always want to do something called manifold, like which is like two circles sort of like blended to each other. So I instead of using something called, I actually wrote a blog about it. This one is Jama did this one, which is pretty awesome. It's like using a technique called matching cubes, which is doing it properly. Very nice. But I want to use particle. I want to draw 100,000 particles. But using this technique won't work. So I use a weird technique. There's some information about how I did that. Some codes I'm not going to show you here. So you can use another texture. It looks like this, which is very cool. Yeah. Particles. Let me show this one quickly. This is using a similar technique, but it can mix the color. So I create a 3D texture, additive blending, divided by weight, and then you can mix the two colors together, which is pretty fun. That's it? Okay. So, keep going. All right. So I did a lot of great coding, but how could I apply it in the real project? Because like you cannot just draw those like, oh, it looks cool, but what are you gonna do about it? So I did some clients project. I'll probably show you maybe just one here. Just the time I have. Something called I Remember, which is for raising fund for the Alzheimer's disease. Yeah. So people post their memory as it's sort of like related to data. So people can post their memory, and then you can find it and visualize it in some interesting way. So the ground of it is like people's memory, but of course it's not actually the data, the user memory, because there are tons of it. On bandwidth, you can't load it. I use a weird way, so that when the user zoom it very close, there's some memory, you can visualize it, you can click it, open it, but I don't want to click it because I'm worried that there will be some weird pictures, internet. So and also you can search the data. Of course, I have my name on it. Savor the image, so you can search the picture. So like this one, hey, my picture. And and then there's some link, like some people like post the keyword name, and then you can click it, filter it, found people using similar memory, which is cool project. So okay. And next thing I want to talk about is like presentation in our industry is very, very important. I would say like it's one thing that I differentiate like creative coder and data scientist. The reason why I said that is not like don't get me wrong, just because we are very bad at math, we are very bad at presenting things. We always fake it. We want to deliver a message we want. So for data scientists, they want to visualize the data. It will be something like this. But for creative coder working in the advertising industry, we sort of see things in a different angle. We'll do something like this. It looks good, the graph. Yeah. So this is what we do. And yeah. So there's I'm going to show you one last experiment. So I did recently, basically, like what I said, like we creative coder, we love to make things look nice. We fake so many things to make things look nice. Even the lighting is wrong, but it looks good. So I stage a scene like this, like using some weird technique to make it look good. But don't look at this one because it's just some the project is not. Look at this one; it looks nice. And this is the beginning of my last experiment. I always want to use like tube, like draw some tube line. So I stage a scene like that, and then start to a tube scene. So it looks like this. This is pretty cool. Like what I said before, GPU, I use GPU, and because of the nature of that, I cannot form the tube correctly. But it looks sort of okay, right? Like I apply some constraint of the two physics calculations, so it was sort of okay. But I cannot use it as a demo because just some line floating around, and there's nothing special about it. So I decided to find a 3D model. So okay, for a 3D models, why not just make some hair simulation? So I went online, okay, found an awesome 3D models. So this is I think it's like a perfect way to demonstrate it here because, like what I said, I'm very bad at math. The calculation is wrong already. So it looks so fake, but it fits the thing, I guess. So you can adjust the parameter. That's pretty cool. I think you can change the color of the lighting and stuff like that, which is fun. But of course, I'm not gonna use it. Like post it this one. It's just looks like it for some reason. Stupid. And of course, I need to give it credit. Someone created this model from Sketchfab. Pretty cool. And at the end, I decided to use animated model. Is this one? Yeah. It's pretty cool, like character dancing and hair simulation. You can adjust the speed of the monster dancing, draw more lines, which is fun. That is creative coding. Yeah. All right, so maybe last things. I want to show you one last thing on this. I'm going to show you a video of the latest stuff we did in our studio using something called projection mapping. We created a tool using the HTC5, but instead of using it for the VR, we just used the tracker, the controller. So we bought a big TV, and we use it to calibrate the 3D position of the screen in the world space. Then we could do something like this. Okay. I put it behind the camera on my phone. So it looks like this. It's pretty fun, right? It's like, do something different out there. But everything is inside the browser. You can share this link if someone has HTC Vive. That's cool. And not just that, of course, we could do, because it's just tracking the data, we could do something like this. So I use the data, I feed it to the WebSocket, and feed it to several computers, so you can do some more crazy stuff, like if you want to. Yeah. This is another video using the similar technique. I promise this is the last video. Doing exactly the same thing, but it's a multiplayer thing. We bought a 3D TV. So 3D TV has something called a polarizer lens. So I put one on the left eye for the camera and the other one for the right eye. So you can see some light leaking. It's not quite right, but that's some R&D project we did. It's pretty cool. Like we actually have another mode that you can see it in actual 3D stereo rendering on 2i. Because 3D glasses, you can see it actually in 3D, which is cool. Yeah, I show everything I have done. This is.
As host, I remain totally impartial, but that was awesome. That was like one of my favourite talks. That was so cool. Any questions from the floor, please?
Just to ask you, we had that little device that recorded your hand. What was that called?
This is something called lead motion. LEAP.
LEAP.
Motion. I believe it's this one. Yeah. Any more questions?
Yeah, come down to the front.
You mentioned that at one point you took some time off to start getting into graphical programming before you started developing those particle experiments. What sort of steps did you take to get up to speed on graphical programming? Or what resources?
Twitter is a very good source for resource for learning things. Like we follow people who are mainly in like in the same field, like doing graphic coding, as well as like game developer. They are awesome game developer. They are those people who push things further, and something called demo scene. So we just make something called like 64K demo, some cool stuff. Yeah, so we follow those people and learn the technique, but read the blog and try it. Just keep doing it, and then that's it.
Eden, you trained as a graphic designer as well.
Graphic designer? I try to be a graphic designer. You know, like.
Are you trained as well? Because your work is obviously amazing. It looks fantastic.
Thank you.
It's just comes naturally. That's cool. Like that. So, any others from the floor? Brilliant. Another round of applause.